Only y'all just got the first part, so y'all lucky. So with the more that you meditate on these words, it will bless your life. Here we go. Everyone take a deep breath and listen. The reality of your God perfection, latent in all life, is continually releasing the current of its magnificence into your consciousness. I'm gonna say it two more times. Because when you really feel this, it's going to shift something, and you're going to go into the other stream of energy in your mind. Say it again. The reality of your God perfection, latent in all life, is continually releasing the currents of its magnificence into your consciousness. What does that mean? I'm going to say it one more time, then I'm breaking it down, but I'm going to say it 3 times so your subconscious mind can be like, okay. Then I'm breaking down things, but okay, I got it. Here we go. The reality of your God perfection, latent in all life, is continually releasing the current of its magnificence into your consciousness. It's almost like, I don't have a flashlight in here. It's almost like there's a flashlight that's being pointed right in your crown chakra, and it's being transmitted all this energy 24/7. Now, what does that mean? It says the reality of your God perfection, latent in all life. That means that your spirit is perfect in nature, but it's your thinking we got to work on. It's your healing we got to work on, but your spirit in nature is perfect. Your spirit is perfect in nature, but we do got some things that we got to improve on mentally, emotionally, spiritually, right? But like your spirit is perfect in its nature. So when it says God perfection, that means your highest spiritual level. Probity. That means being spiritually erect. Probity, like you are erecting your energy in a way that's not negative, that's not demeaning to your soul, but that is erecting your soul into higher states of energy. Does that make sense, everybody? Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. Two thumbs like, damn. Okay, now we gotta understand that the reality of our God perfection, latent in all life, that means it's always there, it's latent, it's like constantly flowing in the background. Imagine you have a water spring that's constantly flowing in your house. That's like what it is. Imagine you have a light that's constantly on in your house. That's like what it is, constantly going on. Like, people be like, Duran, like, why do you leave your lights on when you leave the house and come back? Because I'm like, I want to walk into consciousness. I want to walk into like color. I want to walk into a whole museum that helps me shift my ideas into higher levels of energy. So that's the first thing we got to understand. God is steadily releasing a stream of energy into your consciousness. We only need to be aware of that fact that it's happening 24/7. How do you think your heart is beating? What energy do you think is filling your heart? Because here's the next thing that I want to say about that, is that there is an 8th chakra. See, most people talk about the 7 chakras, but most people don't understand there's an 8th chakra. The 8th chakra is called the hidden chamber of the heart. The hidden chamber of the heart, that is where God is releasing the stream of energy into. I tell people all the time, like, did you know? And I find this so fascinating. Like, that's why I love studying this. That's why I love teaching this. That's why I love learning this. This is such a fascinating concept. Did you know that you place yourself in the right spiritual environment, there is a place in your consciousness where no negativity can touch? That's where we got to go. That's where we got to put our spiritual bed there. I'm talking in like high metaphors, but do y'all understand what I'm saying? Give me a thumbs up if hell yeah, 2 thumbs up if hell yeah. Okay, that's what we got to understand. So we understand that God is currently releasing a stream of energy into our consciousness 24/7. We just got to realize it and accept it as so. People are like, one of the biggest questions I always get, and after I say this, I want to open up to see what people got, is that, Duran, how you get so much energy? How you always just pumped? Like, how? I recognize there's like a universal energy pack going on. I just got plugged into that, and I'm good. I can do this all day. Just fucking go, like an energizer buddy. You have that ability too. So if you are saying, man, I'm tired, fuck that. You just not tapped into your energy. If somebody tell me they're tired, I'm like, you're not in your hidden chamber of your heart, where all the energy is amplified. It's pure. It's like a wellspring of just the purest water. It's like the wellspring of the purest energy. 1 or 2 people, real quick. What did you get from that? What just like light, like what lights just like went off in your mind? 1 or 2 people. Go ahead, unmute yourself. What did you get from that? Before we continue. Which word, which phrase, which idea really stuck out to you? Really just like hit you. Hello? Yeah, come on, Diana.
Well, it just made me reflect on my own personal potential and the fact that there is this light beam that is always constantly going through me. And it made me think about like you as an Energizer Bunny, and you're always so pumped. So like, I know I have that potential and there's this light going through me. It's just like, how do I attain it? How do I stop this self-doubt and this, I don't know, sometimes I call it laziness, but like everyone was talking about it, it's like your environment, your emotions, there's a lot of things affecting it. So I don't want to beat myself up too much, but I know I can do a lot better than what I'm doing. So it's just like, how do I get there?
Great question. Great question. One, can we just snap for that? Can we just snap for that? Because I understand this new information and, we all family now, but like, we were new about about an hour ago. But yeah, so first thing is that you're in the right place because that's exactly what we go over. So like I was talking about, there's 2 ways to program the nervous system. 1 is entrenching, 2 is flooding. You're talking about, okay, like I need to first entrench my nervous system into a new positive energy, and then I need to keep going with that consistency and repetition, right? So that's what we're gonna be talking about like towards the end of the call, but I wanna first give you an action step that y'all can start doing, and then we can talk about the community and the container needed to keep that going and keep expanding that energy. Make sense? Awesome. Anybody else? Yeah, you had your hand up, brother? Okay, no, you good. Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah, can I share real quick?
Yeah, come on. Absolutely, Jess. How you doing?
So good, how are you?
I'm on fire.
So I just recently came back from a trip. I went to the Dominican Republic.
Okay.
And just to be out there was very calm and relaxing, right? And I thought I was gonna come back with just a whole different energy of like, yes, like I enjoy life. I enjoy what God has blessed me with. But coming home, I had to face, okay, I have to pay my bills, I have to do laundry, I have to clean my apartment. But then my energy just dropped. And I'm just like, what happened to my energy? However, as you were talking about the heart and you were talking about the environment, I realized I live with my mom, and my mom has very low energy and negative energy, and she is not hype about life. Compared to me, I'm like, okay, I'm ready for the day. Let's do this.
Yeah.
So today, I'm like, okay, let's do this. But being around my mom and just feeling her energy, my energy dropped. And I'm just like, oh Lord, how can I deal with this? How can I deal with my mom's energy, knowing that we live together? Like, do I always have to be the one that needs to be hyped and energized? And if that's the case, how can I continue with that energy? Because I don't want to go through a roller coaster knowing that my environment, my home, my mom's part of that environment. So we have 2 different energies. So for me, it's like, oh, how can I protect my energy and not allow her energy to drop mine? And then the next thing I know, we're at the same level because I allowed her energy to come in.
First off, before I give you the answer to your problem, can we just give Jess a snap? Can we just all just give Jess a snap? Because that probably wasn't easy for you, but I just want to honor you going off that edge, finding your edge. And I want everyone to write this down because she brings up a very great point. Actually, I just want to see who else lives in a semi-negative or negative energy or space or environment or have to normally be around that kind of energy. Okay, so we got one. Okay, so a few people. All right. So this is going to help you all out too. I had to understand this because I feel you, Jess. Because I was in the same kind of energy. I was in the same kind of way, like my whole life. Because I was normally like, yo, like there's so much to do in life, and some people don't see that. Some people just only see their jobs, their circumstances, their struggles, and that is what fuels them in a negative way, versus seeing their imagination, their faith, their hope, what's possible in the world, right? So first thing to understand, everyone write this down, is that the aura, which is my second point, LOL, so perfect segue, Jess, hell yeah, I see you. The aura can easily absorb vice as it can virtue. Everybody write that down. I'm gonna say it again. The aura can easily absorb, like, boom, right? Easily absorb vice, which is negative energy, like, you know, and virtue, like, hey, what's up? Like, it can easily accept both, right? Because energy is always moving or like forming into something new. So it's either creating or destroying something. It's like creating or like disintegrating. So that's the first thing to understand. And now, as far as how to build an impenetrable wall of light, which is what you're referring to, Jess, is actually, we're going to start tapping into that in this meditation today. So that's actually one of the things that we're going to be tapping into today. And once again, it's like, especially if you're in a negative environment, everyone write this down. You got to build your own environment. You must seek your own environment of expansion and quantum leaps. You must not settle. Everyone listen to me. I be getting on my clients about this. I'm like, no, do not settle for negative energy. Do not settle the fact that you have to go down to somebody's energy because they're in a negative space. Immediately, once you see that somebody else is in a negative energy in that space, you want to ask yourself, where can I go, either outside or inside the space that I can be in my pure zone, in my pure energy, and then recalibrate my energy from there, right? This is what I had to do, because growing up, I had a lot of this, where the rest of my house would feel like pins and needles, but my room, I would be like safe in my room. I would feel like, okay, I can actually breathe, I can actually heal, I can actually create, I can actually do whatever. So I just had to close my door, and I said, no, Duran, you shall not succumb to the energy in this house. God damn it, we're gonna build the spiritual will to make sure that we can cut through it. Because if I succumb to that energy, I shall become it. And if I become it, what the hell can I create? What the hell can I do? What energy, what light, what inspiration can I give into the world? I can't even figure out my purpose because I don't have the space for those purpose seeds, those purpose flowers to grow. So, and there's a lot more other like long-term things that, you know, we can also do about that as well, Jess. We can talk about that later, but great question. And we're on that track. Anybody else? One last person. Anybody else before we move on? Anybody else? Come on, Gretchen, come on down.
I guess in part also sort of piggybacking off of that is, I sort of, it kind of occurred to me while you were speaking that like I'm consciously making the choice not to choose my potential. Like we have that light, that ability, that potential, and it's going to shine, but I'm choosing not to. I'm choosing not to let it. And that's what's hurting me. Like, I don't know if that makes sense.
It makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. I just wanted to really sit with that because that was such a powerful, powerful thing that you really just said. I want everyone to just give her some smiles, give her some energy, give her some love. Because that was a powerful and honest realization with yourself. Like, whoa, like I am choosing not to step into my potential, you know? And the question that we're going to ask is, what beliefs did we form to make that so? And that's something we're going to work on, right? Like, what beliefs did we make that so to make that form? Because those beliefs are chains that are holding your angel wings down. And we're going to break those chains. And the beautiful thing is, too, that once again, like, we're not going to beat ourselves up about anything that we were not aware of, right? Because it's like, we wasn't aware of it. And it's so easy to like beat yourself up about, man, I'm thinking negative again. Oh, I'm not choosing my potential again. Shame, guilt. I'm not saying that you're doing that. I'm just saying in general, right? And when that happens, we distort it so we can't see it properly. So see it as that, whoa, this challenge, this negative situation, this all this energy is showing me something I wasn't previously aware of. That's all. It's showing me, oh, wow, I'm not living up to my potential. Well, that's beautiful that you figured that out. Because what's worse than that? Not figuring it out. And then, you're like 90, 100 years old, about to, go to the next dimension, and you never actually asked that question. So the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is right now. So that golden nugget was your like key that you need to be like, oh, whoa. If I'm not living up to my potential, well, now I'm aware of that. Now I can start changing that, because that awareness is now feeding new energy. And that now new energy is now helping you get all the information that you need to crack that. Make sense? Awesome. So let's keep going. And then we're going to go into the meditation in a little second. So what I want you to understand now is that there is something called spirits. Now I'm going to try to do something here. And let's see if we can make this happen. 1 second. Okay. So we're going to talk about something called spirits. Raise your hand if you ever heard of this term called spirits. Okay. Anyone? Okay. Gotcha. Okay. In the sense of, raise your hand if you understand and like heard physics before. Can you hear me now? Let me show y'all something. 1 second. So this I want y'all to see. Can y'all see this? Awesome. It works. Yes, give me some. Dap it up. All right. Check this out. So I want y'all to understand something. We have this thing called spirits, right? And this is a powerful idea. Hold on 1 second. This is a powerful idea that you shall use to really get a lot of the things that you want in your life. Okay. So I want y'all to see this, right? This is 2 people. This is an art class. LOL. Don't judge. Okay. Nay, I see you judging, Nay. No, I'm kidding. All right. So this is, but okay. So y'all heard me say the term 2.0 before. Y'all have heard it in my messaging, heard it in my marketing, heard it. Y'all heard it everywhere. Why do I say this term 2.0? Well, this concept I'm about to share with y'all today is really going to change the game. So what we got to understand is that there's a ladder here. Some people call it Jacob's ladder. We're not going to get too biblical today, because that's a whole nother situation. But I want you to understand something. There's 2 versions of you at one time. There's a version of you on the physical plane, and there's a version of you on the spiritual plane. Woo! Get ready, because we finna go there. Are y'all ready to go there? Like, we finna really like we've been talking on the surface now. We've been like, okay, this is God, God. But now we finna really understand what God gave us, so we can actually use that to keep our spiritual fire on. Make sense? Give me a thumbs up if that's like, hell yeah. Give me 2 thumbs up. It's like, bro, I've been waiting for this my whole life, bro. Let's fucking get it. Awesome. Let's get it. So there's 2 levels to life. It's crazy. I wish somebody taught me this in school. It's okay. That's why I created school for this. The 1.0 version of you is a version of you on this physical realm. The version of you on this physical realm is engulfed in circumstance. Okay, that's neat enough. Y'all can see that, hopefully, right? Well, that's that circumstance. If you can't read it, that's that circumstance. Okay. That's the whole basis of the 1.0 version of yourself. Now, this is interesting, because I talk to a lot of people all the time, and they say, man, life, this is life, like my bills, like financial things, family things, all these things, and they're in the circumstance. And most people, if not careful, can allow their circumstance vision, let's just put vision right there, their circumstance vision, okay? People allow their circumstance vision to rule their eyes. Write that down. This is a concept that I'm telling you, if you meditate upon this concept, you will break free from any paradigm that's ever been put on you about the world and fear and, oh man, what if this bad thing happened? Our circumstance vision. Does that make sense, everybody? Give me a nod if that makes sense. Give me a, like, if you're like, dude, I don't understand, just like say I don't understand, put it in the chat so I can break it down even more. Because I want y'all to receive this powerful nugget. Circumstance vision really is the vision that most people live in. Most people cannot think or see or dream past their circumstance. They can only think about their circumstance. I was like it before. All day, because I learned it from my parents, and they learned it from their parents, and they learned it from their parents, and they learned it from their parents, and they learned it. I mean, it's like some shit from like 500 years ago that is so outdated and so old that it's like, yo. So we got to understand, when we're reprogramming our mind, as we're healing ourselves, we're not just healing ourselves, we're healing your mother's paradigm consciousness inside of you, your father's consciousness inside of you, your grandparents' consciousness inside of you, your grandparents. Like, this shit is deep, yo. This is really deep, because we're talking about hammering and jacking away at like 1,000-year-old paradigms. But there comes a time in which every lineage has that one person that like, you know what? Fuck all this shit. I ain't doing this no more. I'm not living like I'm scarcity. I'm not living like I'm a rodent on the jungle floor. I'm living like the lion who controls, who owns it. I'm not living from survival. I'm living from thrival. I'm not living from survival. I'm living from thrival, right? So that's circumstance vision, right? Let's go up. 2.0, what's 2.0? That's I coined this term, so y'all can go ahead and coin it as well. Creation vision. That's what that is. This is where we be at in this community here. This is where I teach this community here. Because when I say what's your 2.0 version of you, why think about this? Why do you like, and I've talked to some of you all before, and some of you all, this is your first time, so welcome, man. Why, think about, like, if we had a conversation through Messenger or phone call, whatever, clients, not clients, everybody, why that when I ask you where you want to be at 6 months from now, a year from now, why do you pick the things that you want? You ever ask yourself that question? Why do you pick things that aren't there? Why do you pick things that is bigger than life more times? Like, everybody think about it. Like, think about the two, and if you're new, think, like, that's okay. I can help you right now. Think about the 1.0 version of you as this version right now here on this phone, this version of you that has the thoughts that you have, the thinking that you have, the habit nature that you have, everything. Now think about your 2.0 version, the version of you 6 months from now, the version of you that could do anything they want to do. You wouldn't pick your same thinking, would you? No. You wouldn't pick your same emotions. No. You wouldn't pick the same way that you view the world. No. Why? Because you got a goal. But most people don't understand. Most people just like think goals are like fucking New Year's resolutions. No, goals are spiritual in nature. So write this down. Goals are spiritual in nature. Where does a goal come from? The goal to be better, the goal to strive, the goal to like to go further than anybody else in your family. Where does that come from? It comes from your spiritual DNA. Your spiritual DNA. We all got physical DNA. We all got physical genes, and God damn it, you got spiritual genes. And did you know that you have actually, then this is why you have shivers. This is why you get goosebumps. There's actually magnetic columns in your spinal column, in your spinal cord, that actually are pieces of your DNA, pieces of your spiritual DNA, pieces of your destiny. So when you get a chill, and it's like that chill goes up your like spine because of something spiritual, you're connecting to that version of you. So now, why is this important? Why is spirits important? Why am I walking all of y'all through this whiteboard right now? Why are you here? We're here because we gotta understand that spirits states that as you are on a spiritual level, so shall you be on a physical level. Or as Think and Grow Rich states, each thought has the tendency to clothe themselves in their physical equivalent. Each thought you think clothes itself in a physical equivalent. It could be a person, right? Like I said this on my live the other day, and a lot of people were shook. I was like, yeah, like I recognize, and this is a like deep truth to honor as an empath and to like, accept as an empath. I was like, man, when I attracted narcissistic people into my life, it was because I was talking to myself like that. There's a part of me that was beating myself up. There was a part of me that was, even if I wasn't consciously aware of these thoughts, there was a part of me that was beating myself up. There was a part of me that was just like, just beating myself down to the ground. There was a part of me that was doing that. So guess what? It created that, manifested that in my ex. Manifested that in my old friends, manifested that in my old community. That's how it manifested. So we can understand spirit states that as molecules, this is the code part. This is like some Matrix Neo type shit. As these particles, oh, hold on one second. As these particles on a spiritual level begin to form, right? As these particles, what are particles? Just particular images. Particular images. That's what particles. Particular images. Once these particles form on a spiritual level, it must, by law, form on a physical level. That means that if you gather the right spiritual particles, that will show up in the physical realm. So then, okay, Duran, I think I understand where you're coming from. So then why do I go through things and why do I think that that something bad's going to happen? Because on a spiritual level, there's a version of you that has clouds over your mind. So it creates clouds and negative events into your life. Does that make sense, everybody? Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. Give me 2 thumbs up if that's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Double time, whoa. Okay, so this is spirits, right? Because here's the thing, the mind speaks in pictures and the body moves, okay? The mind speaks in pictures and the body moves. So that means that you literally are allowing your ability to actually move through this in a powerful way. Because here's the thing, when you understand spirits and you understand, okay, if what is happening in my spiritual level is also happening on the physical level, then I gotta go up to the spiritual level. I gotta literally imagine myself lighting a fire on the spiritual level. Does that make sense? This is the philosophy. Does that make sense? Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. Give me like, if you don't understand, that's okay too. I really want everyone to understand this. This is powerful. It's so simple and it's always overlooked by everybody because it's so damn simple. Sometimes it's the things right up under your nose. It's the faculties right below your brain, right around your brain that can change your life. And the main faculty is imagination. But here's the thing, it's hard to have imagination when you've been through hell. Because imagination equals confidence. Confidence equals self-faith. Self-faith means your ability to persevere and imagine better things to come. So we have to literally first start from our imagination and really build ourselves from there. So this is what I want y'all to do. In this section, I want y'all to really, really draw, like on your piece of paper, draw a stick figure on your piece of paper. Draw a stick figure. And on this stick figure that you draw, I want you to write the 2.0 or write your name 2.0. So if I was, drawing a stick figure, it would be like Duran 2.0, and then I'll draw like a little stick figure right there. We're gonna do the exercise. Okay, I'm gonna give you a few minutes to just journal through this and flow through this. Okay, because we gotta once again understand, we gotta build it on the spiritual world. What is our spiritual world? Our imagination. There's a world inside of you. It's called the Imagi nation. There's a nation inside of you. A nation of ideas that can change your life inside of you. That's what's called the Imagi-nation. Okay, so I want y'all to, I'm gonna put on some writing music. I want y'all to write for 5 minutes. What is this 2.0 version of you? Who is this 2.0 version of you? If you have been working with me for a year, I don't care. If you've been working with me for a month, I don't care. If you already answered this 4 times and exercise, I don't care. Why? Because how do we constantly reprogram our mind? Through flooding. We got to keep writing over and over and over and over and over and over so our subconscious accepts this idea. But we got to form the idea first. So I'm gonna play some music and I want everyone to just journal about 1 year from now, the version of themselves 1 year from now. So June 11th, synchronicity. Write down the date, June 11th, 2023, 1 year from now. Who do you want to be? Where do you want to be? And some of you may be asking, but Duran, I want to be that person now. I understand that. But the person you are now are because of the thoughts you was thinking the past year. So if you want to be a new person, you got to start thinking new thoughts now. So I want you to draw like the Diana 2.0. And then draw some fire around her. Draw like her on fire. Like whatever fire is to you, it could be like, like I was a big anime fan. So, if you like Dragon Ball Z, draw a little Super Saiyan thing around that. If you like Pokemon, draw some, Pikachu lightning bolts from yourself. Like make it fantastic. Don't just draw some boring ass stick figure. Like give it some pop. Act like that figure is about to walk off the page and become you. Give it some flair. Give it some pizzazz. Give it some spirit hands. Spirit hands. And once you create that picture, now I want you to create who is this new version of yourself. Because we're going to do the meditation to really embody this new version of ourselves. I want you to write, who is this 2.0 version of yourself? How do they walk? How do they talk? Because this is what we're doing right now in our imagination. We're sparking our fire again by getting a calm, relaxed state and building from there. Because let me tell you right now, anything beautiful that you manifested into your life, you was in a relaxed state and didn't know it. So I want you to be in a relaxed state. Feel that energy of this fire. Feel new ideas forming. Feel that. Feel that. And just write out, who's this new person yourself? And the three things that you want to focus on is how are they emotionally, how are they spiritually, and how are they mentally? How is their energy? How is it when they walk into the room? I want you to allow your imagination to run wild. Be free. Give yourself permission to be free. If you find yourself getting stuck, just say, hey, just tap yourself on the shoulder again. Say, hey, I'm giving you permission to be free. Career do they have? If money was no object, what would they do? Also, right, how much money do you want them to make per month? Don't think from your current circumstance. Think from your creation stance. Think from the infinite God source that is flowing into your consciousness. Think from there. Don't settle for circumstantial thoughts. So take a few more minutes. Take a few more minutes and finish up your last few words here. Take a few more minutes. These last few minutes, we're gonna take it up a notch. I want you to imagine your favorite color. I want you to imagine your favorite color. And I want you to imagine your favorite color is just radiating off of the page. Like, so for example, my favorite color is sage green. Like this kind of green right here. It's my favorite color. So I would imagine that on my notebook, around my stick figure, the energy off my stick figure is radiating as my favorite color. To really feel that. To really get into the embodiment of it. And now I want you to finish your last sentence and just reread it all over. And just allow it to fill your mind in a colorful way. It's almost like it's a firework. Like imagine your mind is like filling and bursting with color, like vivid visions of this new version of yourself. Like bursting into flames. So in order to get your spark back, we gotta figure out what's your true self. Like, what's the truest version of yourself that you hold in your mind? This is the person that you just wrote out. Because that's the person that has their spark 24/7. So it's about moving into becoming that new version of yourself that effortlessly has the spark going. So that's a version of yourself that is thinking from their spirit world, thinking from their creation stance. Feel into that. Ooh, that's powerful. All right, I want you to go ahead and finish your last sentence, and you can go ahead and turn your cameras back on. We're about to share a little bit, and I know that we're running up on time. So if you have to go soon at like 2:30, like if it's a hard stop for you at 2:30, then I definitely want you to share first before you go. If y'all can stay an extra 10-15 minutes to just fully wrap up, I think the next time I make this train about 2 hours long instead to give us a little more time, because you know, you all had questions and I wanted to answer them, wanted to thoroughly make sure y'all had time to talk. So yeah, let's go ahead and turn back on our cameras and connect back into the space. Yeah, if you can stay though, I would highly recommend you stay because we're going to end on a really powerful note. So yes. All right, who would like to share first? Just what they wrote or what did that experience trigger for them? And like I said, if you have to leave, I would definitely say, like, if you have to leave soon, I would definitely want you to go ahead and speak first. Okay, says host is okay. Well, if no one has to go soon, then yeah, we can go ahead, anyone can go ahead and speak. Who would like to speak first?
I can go.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to say that before you had us do the little stick figure drawing, I had already felt it in my spirit to do the drawing and the 2.0 under it with a little ladder. So like I didn't have my name written down or like the pictures around the stick figure, but I had already had it in my head to like draw little stick figures. So I thought that was interesting. And then in the writing, it was just a lot of like positive words for myself to be free, joyful, active, creative, intelligent, confident, humble, and kind. So I just felt like a lot of positive energy and like a need to write a lot of positive things. I don't know if anybody else did too.
I love that. I love that. Can we snap? Can we snap for that? Oh, awesome, awesome, awesome. I love that. And I love how your intuition already kind of called that. Byron, since you have to go, do you want to share real quick, brother? Or are you good? Would you like to share before you go, brother? If not, it's all good. Anybody else? Okay, yeah, no problem, man. Take your time, take your time. Anybody else would like to share about what kind of flowed through them? What new ideas? What did they really feel from the exercise? Even if you've done the exercise a few times, what sparked in you?
I said that I'm in full flow state in my own space and who doesn't allow circumstances in the physical world to cloud my spiritual strength. And also I have light around me at all times in my mind. And then like during the rest of it, I did like some yoga flow stuff because I felt like tightness in my body.
Yes.
And that I felt like I needed to release that, you know?
Yeah.
So.
I love that. I love that. Can we get some snaps? Can we get some snaps for that? Can we get some snaps for that? I love that. I love that. I love that. And I love how, once again, okay, so like real quick, before we move on to everybody else, so Diana and Nabe, they both said something. The intuition was like, here's this, take it. And they flowed with it. They just went into it. And that's an important thing. That's an important catch right there. That when you tap into that spiritual side of yourself, your intuition wants to activate more, wants to lead you more, wants to guide you to where you're trying to go. Anybody else? Jerome, Simonetta, Gretchen, anybody else? Come on down. Okay. Yeah, come on.
I'll go. I mean, I'm not gonna read it all because I wrote a lot. It's like practically. I'm a writer. I apologize.
No, don't apologize for that. That's beautiful. This is the space to do that in.
But I felt that flow, and it's been very hard for me to get into a writing flow lately. That it felt really good to be able to sit down and write something and for it to come out and not have to push myself to do that, just as a side note. But I apologize because I referred to myself in the third person a lot, but like Gretchen 2.0 is in control of her decisions. And Gretchen 2.0 is a person that Gretchen 1.0 would be impressed by. and Gretchen 2.0 is stable and secure financially and health-wise, because Gretchen 2.0 is making the decisions about her finances and her health. And yes, it goes on, but those were some of the like more important points.
Yes. Everyone go ahead, snap it. Everyone say, okay, Gretchen 2.0. Come everyone, unmute yourself, unmute yourself.
Okay.
Okay, Gretchen.
Okay.
Okay, Gretchen.
Okay,
2.0.
Gretchen 2.0.
Okay, Gretchen
Okay.
2.0.
Okay, Gretchen 2.0.
I love that. I love that. Just gratitude. Just
Thank you,
gratitude.
guys.
Yes. I love that. And here's the thing too. Then I'm gonna say this real quick, and then I want everybody else to share, because this is just getting really powerful. About the finances, right? Here's the thing. Your subconscious, if you are struggling financially, is because your subconscious sees you as a person who doesn't have money. So your subconscious, so like going back to the spiritual 2.0, I want to show you something. Like I have this is something I got from a board game, but I have this all around my home because I recognized growing up, I wasn't taught powerful, positive money consciousness. I was taught scarcity, lack, survival, money consciousness, right? And then I was like, fuck that. Why? If I'm infinite in spiritual nature, why can't I be infinite in physical nature? If you try to tell me I gotta be finite in a physical nature, I'm gonna call bullshit and I ain't gonna listen to it. I can't hear it. Too busy listening to Thrival, okay? Because that's the energy, right? So our subconscious, whenever our subconscious locks onto this idea. So for example, us making this image of ourselves, once the more that we reprogram it, the more that we heal ourselves, the more that we release the old negative things that are stopping that version of yourself from shining through, you will have that version of yourself. And you will see that version of yourself in the mirror one day. You'll walk past the mirror, you'll be like, who the heck? Oh. I'm telling you, all my clients, when they get to month 2, 3, they all say that. It's crazy. It's a powerful thing. So who else want to go? Come on, Jerome.
I did miss out. I have to go get me a pen and paper to write out the 2.0. But I would say throughout the whole experience, it gave me like confirmation. Throughout my life, I'm sort of hard-headed. Like I know the signs are given, like I pay attention to the universe, but sometimes I like to go, I guess the 1.0 version, I think you would say, like go against what the universe and my spirit is telling me to do. And I forgot what woman said, something about the environment when she came back to her mother house. I felt like, because right now I'm dealing with a separation with my kid's mother, but I noticed since I've been away from her, I've been kind of free in a sense. Like anytime I be around her, it's just like my spirit, my energy, my aura, just like be secluded. It's just like angry, just mad, or like disgusted in a sense. But since I've been away, it's just, I don't know how to explain it in words, but I can just say I'm glad I came to this, if that makes sense.
Makes perfect sense. And it sounds like, if I may, brother, it sounds like that Jerome 2.0 is a version of you that is fully free in his space, in his energy, and only have relationships that allow for that expression.
Yes, sir.
Everyone, y'all already know what to do. Okay, Jerome 2.0. Come on, everybody. Come on. Everybody. All right. Okay, Jerome 2.0.
Okay, 2.0.
Okay,
Let's
Jerome
go.
2.0.
Yeah.
All right, Jerome 2.0.
This is good. Let's get it. Mal, I just got a feeling. I could be wrong. Feeling. You want to say something?
Yeah, this was really freeing. I haven't done this in a really long time. So, one of the things that I had written down was just letting my flame just burn as bright as I possibly could and let it just continue, and not to let any circumstance. And you know what, if a circumstance that may happen, if I see it as bad or good, I'm going to take that and, create beauty from ashes. because everything can teach me something, and I'm learning that right now. I've known that my whole life, but really understanding that everything you can take as negative and turn into a positive. There's always a reason for something. So that's what I got from this.
Everybody, y'all already know. Go ahead. Let her have it. Okay, Mal 2.0.
Okay, Mal
Mal
2.0.
2.0.
Let her have
All
it.
right.
Yes.
Turn beauty from ashes.
Bars.
Thank you.
Bars. And so here's the thing for everyone, like I just want to say this, then we can keep sharing, until the kind of space kind of close. If you are new and you want to, this container and to constantly stay in this energy and this environment for long term, so that fire can grow into like an absolute avalanche of just spiritual fire everywhere, then definitely check out in the chat box. My incredible assistant, my partner, she actually put the link in to schedule a call with me. So if you want to schedule a call about to see if this institute, what some of the people are in this institute here, if this institute is a good fit for you to help you hone and maximize that fire, go ahead and drop in that link. And while we're doing that, anybody else, you can be in the Inner Alchemy family or not. I just want to hear what flowed. Talk to me. Come on, Simonetta. I can feel it. Hold on, ask to unmute. I got you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I know you're gonna pick me. So I felt it. So the Simonetta 2.0 is more confident, and I would say more grounded. And I really had to tap into my feminine energy. So that's what I really felt stronger. That's what I feel like I have to work on. That it's gonna bring me more happiness and balance. And I can feel it actually.
Yes. Come on, y'all already know. Okay, Simonetta 2.0. Come on. Go ahead.
Okay, Simonetta 2.0.
Okay, Simonetta 2.0.
Okay, Simonetta 2.0.
Okay, yes, just love it. Anybody else? Come on. Nika, AJ, or Jess. No, Jess already went. AJ. Anybody else? Iris. Holly. Anybody?
Sure. I'll go.
Come on.
Just with this whole conversation with the ladder and the 2.0 and the 1.0. And I think most of us start this journey because at some point we feel like we're not enough, that we're not enough. And that's why we're here. We don't feel like we're enough. And then I realized it's not that I'm not enough. It's that on some level, I agreed to circumstances or an environment that wasn't enough for me.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, good God Almighty. Oh, shit. That part. Oh, shit. Hold on. I just.
And
I'm clutching my whole pearls. My pearls is clutched.
I'm back.
And that is what we just wrote. What is enough for you? Because that's that 2.0. That's what it is. So it's not that you're not enough. It's you're agreeing to something that is not enough for you.
Yes.
And go ahead and cry through it. Those tears are you watering the whole crop, baby girl. Cry through it.
Come on.
LA.
She
Come
just
on.
spoke to me.
That was
She
deep.
just spoke to me.
Everybody. Come on, AJ 2.0. We see you. Come on. Everybody
Come on, AJ 2.0.
AJ 2.0.
See you?
I see you. I hear you, AJ 2.0.
I hear you. Wait, say that again. Wait. Just say that again. Just say that again. We just got to hear it again. Come on, say it again. Please, say it again.
It's not that you're not enough. It's not that you're not enough. It's that what you've agreed to is not enough for you.
I'm sorry. I'm actually.
Call it in.
I need you to say it again. I'm gonna need you to say it again. This time, goddamn it, I'm gonna need you to say it as if you was on a goddamn hill and you was a city set upon a hill that was not meant to be hidden, and your damn lighthouse was shining so damn bright, it was obliterating every single negativity inside. Come on, AJ, say it again. Come on.
Okay. Look into my green eyes. It's not that you are not enough. It's not that you're not enough, baby. It's not that you're not enough. It's that it wasn't enough for you. And that's okay. That's okay, because it's time to build. It's time to build that enoughness around you. It's time to create. It's time to be like Mama Universe, always expanding, always expanding. That is a source of abundance. That lie of lack, it's just not true. We know year by year, the universe is constantly expanding, and so are you. So am I.
We just gotta say it again. Okay, AJ, we see you. Come
Okay,
on.
AJ.
Okay, AJ.
Okay,
Feel
Jay.
you? I feel you, sister.
And I'm sorry, can I just say,
Please do. Come on.
when you said that, AJ, that just, I felt like an epiphany that I don't have to be ashamed for not wanting what I agreed to.
So true.
And then you can make new agreements. Why do we feel like we always got to be stuck in the thing we chose? Sometimes you got to make new agreements, but make sure that you're impeccable with your words, because thoughts become things.
That is so true. And as you're
Actually,
letting
Gretchen,
go of things that do not align with you, things that do not put you in a space that are not enough for you, of course, there's going to be chaos. There's going to be chaos because people, family members, environments are going to be judging you, right? And it's okay because they don't see what we're seeing when it comes to aligning to what is enough. So it's okay to allow the judgment, but don't accept it and don't be upset with it. But understanding that there's people, things, environments that are not going to understand because we are labeling, we're evolving to our true self, and we're welcoming in what's enough for us.
everybody, y'all already know what I'm about to say. Okay, Jess 2.0, we see you.
Okay,
Jess
Jess.
Okay,
2.0.
Jess 2.0.
Okay,
You-
just
you-
2.0.
We feel your vibrations. Okay, we feel your vibrations. Okay. And AJ and Gretchen and Jess, I just want all y'all to just give yourself a high five. Just like high five each other. Just go ahead and do one of these. Just go like bink, just like that. Boom. Okay, yes. And so, whoo. Do y'all see why I love these events? Do y'all see why I love this community? Because we've been having these conversations every week, every day. It's lit. Who else would like to share? If not, I have something I would like to share, but who else would like to share? Anybody else? Last person. Anybody? Going once, going twice. Awesome. So, can we all just give ourselves some snaps, some claps? Everybody just clap it up, snap it up, clap it up, snap it up, dab it up, dab it up, yeah. Go ahead, do it. Yeah, Jerome, yeah. And so I want all y'all to just give yourselves gratitude. Give yourselves congratulations, because you just made a perfect decision to really step in this community and really come out. Some of y'all may not have seen me before. Some of y'all probably don't never heard of me, never known me. Some of y'all know me for years. But thank all y'all for coming out. And like I said, if you're new coming here and you want to consistently come into this community and this container every single week, hit the call button, book a call with me. Let's see if you're a good fit for it. You're probably already a good fit for it because you're already here. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't want to come here if you didn't feel like, I don't know. Like, I just think that y'all smart. So you'd be like, you know what? If I want to come to this masterclass, God damn it. If this is how it is every week, holy fuck. This environment, this energy needs to be powerful. Going back to what Jess was talking about, how like sometimes our environment give us negative feedback. Like, why are you thinking like that? Why are you not thinking low? No one says this, but everybody fucking thinks it, right? Why are you thinking low? You know, like why are you okay? Like, why are you thinking so big? Why can't you just be real? Who heard that before? Be real. I'm just being realistic. Let me tell you right now, remove that shit out your vocabulary. Your spirit is realistic, dog. Yo, sir, yo, creativity is realistic, dog. I'm just here to remind you of that truth. That's realistic. Your ability to create, no matter the circumstance, is fucking realistic. So don't accept no bullshit no more. Don't permit any of those thoughts to exist in your mind no more. Why? Because you have been ignorant to the divine nature God put inside your spirit. And now, to end this off, raise your hand if you felt like your fire was a little bit more on fire from this conversation. Did you feel like you got sparked today? The divine electricity flow through your spirit and intuitize, just made up a word, all these beautiful emotions for you. Hell yeah. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Who, raise your hand if you would like to join this community long-term. If you would like to be in this environment, be in this energy, be in this like space of powerful expansion long-term. Raise your hand if you like, hell fucking yeah. Like imagine where your energy would be at in only like a week. Samantha, real quick, Samantha, because you just came in last week. You came in last week. Just real quick, I just want you to like 1 to 2 minutes. What have you gotten so far this past week? Because you got so many wins in our first few calls that I want you to real quick share those wins once you fully like came into this community. Hold on, let me unmute you.
Okay, thank you. Hold on.
You're good.
Let me get my son. I gotta download something for him. Okay. So you want to hear my wins?
Yeah. From the first week of just working with me in this community, what's been shifting for you?
I have a couple, yes. I have my son next to me, and we had a lot of problems in school, but since I became more grateful for him, one of our conversations, his behavior actually become better. That's an extremely big one. And I'm spending more time with him, quality time. Jalovai, best day. I'm sorry.
You're fine. It's all good.
So I'm trying to more focus on him, and then me focusing on myself, I can focus on him. Basically, that's the main bottom line that I can say right now. Okay, just give me 1 moment.
It's all good. It's all good. I love it though. Yes.
But this is what I can mainly say. There are other ones too, but this is the main one.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for everyone. I really love this community. It's just amazing to me. Thank you.
Yeah, you're so welcome. Go ahead, snap.
Thank you.
Love that. Oh my gosh, love that so much.
And we love him. Just let's acknowledge that he's in the room. I'm gonna give him his flowers, because what's happening that you don't understand is realize that Simba always looks up to Mufasa. So he is always looking at you to be the best version of the grandest version or the vision that you have for you, right? Because you're only building legacy. The asset is him. So if you fix you, you've broken the generational curse, and he is the gift. So if you look at him as his presence is your present, and you get you in alignment with that frequency, it's going to change your whole life, baby girl. Love you.
Love you. Thank you so much. Aiden, this happening. I could feel it 100%. Thank you so much.
I love that. Oh my gosh. So once again, who raised their hands? I just want to make sure that I was just so caught in the frenzy of just like beautifulness that I was just kind of in a blur. Okay. So I know Mal, Gretchen, Diana, Jerome, Sarah. Okay. Awesome. Okay, you can definitely write those down for me. Yeah, Iris, real quick, tell us about where you was at 2 years ago when we met, and where you bees at now. What's in your world? What you doing? Talk to me.
Yes. Well, I was molested by my grandpa before when I met Theron, and when I met Theron, I was a mess. I had suicidal thoughts. I was all over the place. I was being a victim. But now I know my purpose, and I'm taking that pain into power. And now I'm becoming a sexual abuse trauma coach. And now that I'm healing, I actually don't see myself being that inner child that is a victim anymore. It comes up here and there, but I see myself now like connecting to source. And I've talked to Duran and like the people in the community that I see myself very heightened to my intuition now, and I see synchronicities just happening, and I go up to people naturally, and I'm being channeled by God and source as a helper, and I just go up to people on its own without me even knowing them, and finding out that they've been in sexually abused or hurt, and I'm helping them move into their power and the mission. And it's so beautiful to see that because of Duran's help and the community's help. So thank you.
Come on, y'all. Okay, Iris 2.0. We see you, Iris. We see
Okay, Iris 2.0. Oh, I not only see you, I hear you, and I'm so proud of you because your trauma is not you. Love you, babe.
Thank you so much. I wrote that too, right here. Thank you.
Dang. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, woo, man. Can everybody just like take a deep breath in? Just like soak up all these juices in. Just soak up all the smell in. You know, it's like when your mom was cooking and like you just like walked in the house, you smell that woo, you just soak up all that good juice in, all that good prana, all that good ass chi flowing through your body. Just soak up all that energy. Oh. Now like moving your body, just like shake your shoulders out, just move it down to your body. Shake your hips out, shake your knees out, just move it down to your body, move down to your body, move down to your body. Hit him with the dougie, hey, move down to your body, hit that shit, hey, y'all. All right, so now, to end this call, this was such a beautiful call, you all. I had so much so much fun here, and I want to tell you something. We just sowed a seed here. We all just sowed a seed here. We just sowed a seed here, okay? And now we had to water that seed every single day. We have to grow that seed every single day. We have to put that seed in the right environment, the right nurturing, the right everything, healing and reprogramming, so that seed can blossom. Because let me tell you something right now. There was a point in time in my life where I was Duran 1.0, and I was suicidal. I had negative thoughts. I was anxious 24/7. I had so much trauma from being molested, from like being bullied, from everything that made me feel like I was a mute little boy that didn't have any power. And I'm just so grateful to God that God spoke to me, and I was able to really begin to put together a system to put myself back together. Lo and behold, that was actually the system that I now teach everybody here how to actually do. And so everyone will get the replay. You will get the replay for this. That first part that I forgot to record, LOL, that was for you. That was just for you. God was like, shit, no. Only just these people here in this situation, this circumstance, they just need to hear it. So you're welcome. That's for you. And to end us off, I want to end y'all off with a poem. Okay, give me 1 second. I want to end y'all off with a poem. Okay, this poem is by an original author. This poem is by me. I'm the original author of this poem. And I got to tell you how I started this poem and how this poem was actually the seed to help me create this. So I want to give you the inception, okay? I want to give you the inception. Then after you get the inception, we're going to all welcome in the like new members, and then we will commence there. So for all y'all that don't know, everyone that was in my inner community, y'all knew that May 20th through 28th, 8 days I was gone in the woods, could not reach out to me, no technology, no nothing. And for 4 of those days, 4 days and 4 nights, I was by myself. No food, no technology, just water, me and God. And it was one of the most profound experiences of my life. And in that experience, I wrote a poem. And I want to read this poem to you because as I read you this poem, I want you to better understand kind of what we just did. Like we're like really going to understand what we just did and why we did it, because the most important thing here is to understand that we just cracked the seed. And this poem is called The 3 Flowers of Healing. Are y'all ready? All right. I also have never released this before to the public. So this is like, y'all the first time hearing this music. So let's check these vibrations. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Green energy flowing through my veins. My heart open, bursting into cosmic flames. My aura is an infusion of celestial opal with sage green, projecting a spherical awareness of impenetrable force. Trauma had me convinced I was less than the dirt, only to realize I had to germinate under the soil in the silence of my heart. From that quiet healing, powerful substance emerged. My spiritual gifts started as a seed in my heart. and it grew into a plant stem that went up my throat and blossomed into a rose petal out of my mouth that only spoke love, honesty, power, and confidence. The second flower grew out of my first eye, my third eye, and it was indigo, like that out of the Black Panther movie. It protruded and provided vision, inner sight, discernment, time travel, and pure perceiving presence. And the third flower blossomed out of the top of my head, providing intuition, the merging of psyche and cosmos, and commanding connection with God. That is a poem that I want to share with you all. And I hope that that really resonated with your spirit. Because I felt like somebody, Da Vinci, when that poem came into my mind. So I wanted to share that with you all. And once again, for all the people who just said that they are ready to come into the community, raise your hand one more time. Raise your hand one more time. I just want to see you, and I want the whole community to honor you real quick because we end in a beautiful way. Okay, Gretchen. All right, everybody else, turn your voice thing off, and go ahead and just clap for it. Everybody, keep your hands up, y'all. 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 I want y'all to really clap for them. Really honor you, Mal, Gretchen, Diana, Jerome. I just want to really honor you all, Sarah. Like, I just want to honor you all so much because you all just made a beautiful decision for yourself, to put yourself first, to put your power first, to put what God put inside of you first. And I'm telling you right now, this community is going to be the best investment, the best experience of your life thus far. And I don't know what you've done so far in your life, nor do I need to know the power of what you hold and the power that this community and this positive particles and potential really is going to help you with. Y'all feel me? So everyone say, okay, Jerome, okay, Gretchen, okay, Mal, we see you.
Okay, we see you.
We see you.
Okay, great. Mal, we see you.
Mal, we see
Gang,
you.
gang.
Gang. We see you. Gang. We see you. All right. Oh, awesome, y'all. Have a beautiful rest of your day. For Gretchen, Mal, and Jerome, I want y'all can definitely stay around. Just give me your cell phone numbers and your email address. So I'll definitely contact y'all about next week and we can book something. And then, yeah, everybody else, this was such a beautiful, beautiful thing. I'm gonna play some music to end us out and to kind of move us out of the space. Like I said, you can stay and just dance along and just, feel the vibe, feel the vibration. Yeah, we'll end when the song ends, just to really empty out the space in a beautiful way, which is one of my favorite songs. So and then Gretchen, Jerome, and Mal, and Sarah, go ahead and private message me your phone numbers. I'll reach out to y'all. And everybody else, if y'all want to dance with me, we can dance.
Floating in the ocean, way above the atmosphere. Meditation sessions get me high when I ride this field. I got this gift that I gotta give. Got my fears, then shed a few tears. But I'm on my way up and I'm finna stay up. And if I want blessings, and I better pray up. Shitty foundation is not in my makeup, but blessing is out, so I'm destined to pay up. I took my dreams, wrote them down on that paper, then watching my fool had to answer my prayers. If we are creators, then it's time to wake up. Your reality is only what you make it. A glimpse of the future and it's looking ancient. Get back to the room, some seeds go Super Saiyan. Yeah.
I swear to God, I've been listening to this song all I've been listening to this song all week. Have a beautiful rest of your day.
water run away from the pain, when the pain and the strength you possess in the game. Gang, 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 gang. Tell me why you wanna run away from the pain, when the pain and the strength you possess in the game. Gang, 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 gang. Tell me why you wanna run away from the pain, when the pain and the strength you possess in the game. Gang, 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 gang.
Roll up and light it. I see the bigger picture from my iris. Yeah. Notice with a title. It's crashing like tsunamis on the island. Yeah. And I fall for survival. The lions and them tigers, they was biting. Attack on the titan. The rainy days brought the thunder and the lightning.
Well, my hopes was low, no baritone. It was my battle to face alone. Had to find faith just to carry on. And the think of the dawn, a star was born. The day always darkest before it get brighter. Recharge my heart, now my frequency light up. My voice is so strong, now shit hit like a choir. My purpose on earth is to live and inspire.
Had to let go. Picked all the locks on the chains and I severed myself from control. Now I got the glow. And I am my vessel, like caught all the blessings of free in my soul. Yeah. Had to let go. Picked all the locks on the chains and I severed myself from control. Yeah. Now I got the glow. And I am my vessel, like caught all the blessings of free in my soul. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Gretchen, Latoya, Mal, Sarah. It was so incredible to have you all here. This is another favorite song of mine.
Drop. Free world, I am leading the drop. Bitch, we gon' eat with the drop. I don't get no sleep with the drop. Yeah. Drop. In the land of the free with the drop. Building my dream with the drop. Yeah. I'm never leaving the drop. Yeah. Back in school.
All right, y'all. Have a beautiful rest of your day.
Turn me to a cash addict.
Sarah, I will message you on there.
I ain't with the bad habits. I was polishing my jewels, but I ain't always had balance. My daddy a Libra though. Since a youngin' I've been on the scales. Both hands on the piano. I can feel the music like it's braille. 3 hours I'm peeping though.
Awesome, you all. This is such a great community event. I'm so glad y'all able to come. Peace in this home, peace in that home. Keep that fire going. We're going to talk about this. And welcome to the family. Welcome into the family. Welcome into the family. See y'all soon. See y'all next week in training. Peace.